Hello, hello, amazing friends. How are you? Are you ready? We are going to make a dragonfly today. Okay, so we are going to do our best. Ours, I think, are going to have different colors, but somewhat similar to this. Okay, so in your bag, you should have your pipe cleaners, and you should also probably have two beads. Okay, so take out your pipe cleaners, and you have two orange, two light blue, two royal blue, and then you should probably have about six, I believe, six brown. Okay, and we're going to use all those. So you're going to need that. You are going to need your beads, and you are also going to need scissors, a ruler, and you should all have a ruler, and possibly, if you want, a marker. You do not need a Sharpie, just a marker. And if anything, you don't even need the Sharpie, but maybe something that you may want to use to mark. Okay, so we are going to cut our pipe cleaners somewhat like we did last time, and we can use the ruler, okay, to help us out. And the other thing is that this is what we are going to be cutting. So I'm going to leave this here on here. So our orange, we're going to have two 10-centimeter orange pieces. Oops, can you see that? There we go. Two 10-centimeter orange pieces, two 10-centimeter light blues, two 10 centimeters of the regular royal blue, and then we're also going to make orange two 15 centimeters, two that are also 15 centimeters of light blue, and then of the regular blue. And then we are also going to do it for the brown, except that if you notice how you have more brown, we are going to have four of the 15 centimeters and three of the 10 centimeters. Okay, so let's start cutting. Okay, so with our orange, I'm going to grab one of the pipe cleaners, okay, first. And with your ruler, oh my goodness, wait, am I on the inches side or am I on the centimeter side? So I want to make sure I'm using the right side of my ruler, right? So you're going to cut this up and you're going to say, oh, look. And actually a pipe cleaner, right? We talked about this, is about 30 centimeters. So the reason why I said if you wanted to grab a marker or something, it doesn't matter what color, but if you really want to, then you could mark off like right here at 10, and then you could mark off what? Where's my other mark going to be? 10 and 20, right? So now you're going to have three actually, right? Okay, so you'll have some left over. And you can do the same thing if you would like with your light blue, since you're measuring 10 right now. Okay, and you're going to do the same thing with the light blue, 10 centimeters, right? And then 10 centimeters. So 10 plus 10 is 20. And you're going to do the same thing with the regular blue. And then you are going to cut, right? So you're going to do the same thing with the blue. Okay, measure 10 centimeters and 10 centimeters. Okay, and you're going to cut. And you're also going to do it with the brown, except that, well, with brown, you're going to end up having three pieces anyway. So, okay, why don't you do all of the 10 centimeters and then you're going to cut. So then I'm going to cut and I'm going to cut right here on my mark. Okay, all right, so we're going to do that also with the other colors. Okay. Okay, all right. So if you have finished cutting, right, you should have three brown, three royal blue, three light blue, and three orange. Now, you aren't going to use all three of the colored ones, so you can take one out. If you make a mistake, you can use it, but those are going to be extras. So you're going to use two, and two, and then the brown, you're going to use these three, right? Now, we also need 15 centimeters of another orange. So you're going to grab the other orange. And if we need 15 centimeters, and we said that the total length of the pipe cleaner was 30 centimeters. So half of 30 is what? 15, right? So 15 plus 15. So you could also just, guess what? You could put the ends together of one pipe cleaner, and then you could probably what? Just cut right there. So if you want to measure, you can. If not, then you can just kind of fold it in half and then cut. So do that for the orange, for the light blue, for the other royal blue, and then for two of the browns, okay? And then we should be done with the cutting, okay? All right. Okay, friends, so hopefully you finished up all your cutting, right? So if you are you are ready to start, then you should have your 10 centimeter pipe cleaners and you should have your 15 centimeter pipe cleaners, right? 2, 2, and 2, and 3 of the brown for the 10, and 2, 2, and 2, and 4 of the brown for the 15. Yes? Okay. All right. So we're going to start with the smaller ones, and we're going to put these aside for now. And so we're going to actually start with the eyes. And with the eyes, you need your 2 beads. And you may have more, you may have extra beads, and that's just maybe just in case. Hopefully you do not lose any. All right. All right, friends, so with our beads, obviously, these are going to be our eyes. And you are going to use 2 of your brown of the 15 centimeters, so the longer ones. Okay, and you are just going to put it through. And once it's about in the middle, you are just going to bring these down, like as if you're bending it, right, like this. And you just need to twist like twice. And then that's just about it. Just twist kind of 2 times. And that's it, okay? All right, you don't want to make it too thick, and then do the same thing with the other one. All right, and so just bring them down and twist 1, maybe 1, and then 2, just so it's secure. Okay, but we don't want it too bulky. And now we can set our eyes aside. Okay, now what we're going to do is we are going to now start making the wings. So if you notice with dragonflies, some wings are shorter, longer than the others, right? So like they have 2 sets. And so we are going to start, let's just start with the small ones here. And so all you are going to do is just bend, and you put your ends together of the pipe cleaner, and you bend here, and then you are going to grab another color, right? So you're going to grab then the lighter blue, and you are going to bend this one. Okay, and I would say to kind of bend it first, then you're going to open it up and put it around this one. Okay, and so you put it around this one, and then you're going to open up the other. You're going to do the brown, and so then you're going to open up, you're going to bend it first, and then open up and put it around here. Okay, now I know that last time I heard that the tricky part is then securing these by wrapping them around, right? And it's okay if you can't see every single color. If you notice here on mine, it's hard for me to see this orange. Whoops, I just pulled out a wing. This orange one here. And if that happens, we'll just rewrap it, okay? But now okay. So once you have your first wing ready, you're going to grab one of your brown pieces, right? Because the brown is going to be the body. And you want to make sure that you are grabbing all 3 of the pipe cleaners. And one thing, a tip that I noticed, okay, is if you bend maybe the one that you're going to wrap. So if you bend it like this and hold it whatever is easiest for you, all right? So hold it down maybe with your thumb, whatever thumb is easiest, and then maybe start to wrap, and then that might be easier. Hopefully, okay? And then wrap. And I grabbed one of the smaller brown, right? Okay. So, and then once you wrap this, okay, you can actually make a little a bend in your wing. Okay, so you're going to make a bend in the wing. So kind of like you're holding like this. This is obviously just one side, right? Now you're going to do the same thing with the other wing. So orange, and it doesn't have to be orange in the middle. I just kind of actually happen to pick orange in the middle. Maybe you want to do a different pattern, right? And then same thing. And so again, probably make this bend first, and then bend around the other color that you have in the middle. So again, bend this one first, and then put it around the other 2, right? So that now you have all 3 of the colors together. And I get it, this is probably the trickiest part, okay? And you just want to, it's okay if you can't see, like I said, every color. It is okay, friends. All right, you can try and open it up later. Then grab one of the smaller browns. Make sure you have all 3 of those colors here, right? And then remember the tip that I learned, or that I noticed, was if you bend this part and probably facing this way, right? And then you hold that with the other ones with your thumb, and then you wrap around. Okay? Now, the other thing, if this seems backward to you, do it with whatever hand is comfortable, because I don't know if you know this, but Miss Mary Jane is left-handed. So if you're left-handed, then this is probably like, oh, wow, this seems, I'm following exactly how she's doing it. But if it seems backward, then do whatever is easiest for you. Okay? All right. So wrap this so that it's nice and secure, and then you're going to bend. All right? Okay? All right. So if you notice here, it looks like we've got those two wings right there. Yes? Okay. And then see this one? Like I can see this one more. You can open it up, right? You can try and open this one up too. Like I could try and do that. All right? Okay? If you like that hole, if you like that space, that's okay. Oh my goodness. And if they come out, then you may have to rewrap. Okay? You may have to rewrap, friends. All right. Okay. All right. And then pause the video, right? If you need to rewind and watch a part again. Okay? All right. Now let's move on. Okay? We're going to move on to the other set of wings. Same process though. All right, so remember, you're going to do the same process as you did with the small wings. You're going to do the same thing with the bigger set of wings. So since we use this pattern, we're going to use the same pattern. So I have the orange, and then I bent these somewhat, gently, and now I'm going to put them around the other ones. Okay. And again, I remember this is the tricky part that I've heard, the wrapping, because you're holding with one hand, you're holding the wing or whatever the pipe cleaners, and then you're holding with the other hand. So the other pipe cleaner. So bend, right? So if you could bend a little bit and have it facing kind of like the inside, all right, where they're all ending, and then you can start wrapping. Now, if I wrap this way, I obviously don't want to go that way when I'm wrapping. I want to go toward the inside. So if this makes it easier, I don't know if I'm confusing everybody. See, so for me, this makes it easier, but whatever works for you, okay, whichever way to wrap, okay? And if you feel like your pipe cleaner is too long, you could also always, cut it a little bit if you feel like you're wrapping and it's too thick, okay? And then again, you can obviously open these up so that you can see the colors, and then you're going to bend right there, okay? All right, so then do the same thing with the other wing, all right? So you see how these are looking like wings? Okay, so you have two sets now. You have your larger set of wings, and you have your smaller set of wings, okay? And you have your eyes. So we're going to start to put it together. We're almost done, friends. So grab your eyes here, okay? And you are then going to grab you're going to grab the bigger set of the wings, okay, the larger ones, and you're going to put your eyes underneath, okay? And so these are going to be the eyes. And guess what you're going to do to put them together? Are you going to glue it? No. You are going to wrap again, okay? So I know we still have this other extra piece, and we will still use that. But just grab another brown pipe cleaner, and it could be that we don't even need this entire piece. But so start again wrapping, and if it makes it easier, like if you like that little tip of bending it, okay, and then holding that with your thumb and then wrapping it. So wrap around maybe like one and maybe two times so that we don't get this big fat dragonfly body. Okay, so maybe wrap around two times. Okay, did you see that? Okay, and then you can always move these eyes if you feel like they're a little off. Okay, all right, and then, or you can always fix those later. Guess what? Now you're going to add the other set of wings. Okay, so I know this is the tricky part, right? These are the tricky parts, okay? So grab your wings and you put them here. Okay, put them together. And I know, you can do it, friends. I know you can. And then wrap, and as you're holding, and then you're holding, and then you let go. And as long as you kind of have it in place for one, then you just keep on wrapping. And then keep on wrapping and keep on wrapping. Okay, and then wrap and keep it nice and tight as you possibly can. And then wrap, because guess what? This is the dragonfly's body, right? So this is its body. And we even have, I think maybe we have You can either, if you want, what you can do is you can even just bend the tips, like the end of it, okay? And then that is just the end of the dragonfly body. And right there, do you see that? That's your dragonfly right there. Woohoo! Only last thing that you would need are the legs, okay? And guess what? You need to cut another brown. So if you can cut another brown, then you are going to, a dragonfly is an insect. How many legs do insects have? How many? Did you say 6? Yep, you are correct. So we are going to, guess what? This one is going to be cut, same thing, in 10 centimeter pieces. So you're going to cut, and then you're going to cut, right? Okay, right about there. And it's okay if they're not, perfectly, well, not too bad, right? And I know we still have this other piece. I know. Okay, so, but you're going to cut here. And to make the legs, so you could just kind of bend like this a little, and you're just going to put it so that they kind of get hooked from the top, and there's kind of a place for them to hold on to, right, in between the wings right there. And all you need to do is then just at the bottom, super easy, just twist like one time, and that's it, right? And maybe one leg is longer than the other. Maybe it's okay. And if you feel like one's way too long, then guess what? And you want to make it even, what can you do? Yes, you can cut a piece off, right? Okay, same thing, kind of make a little bend. And if you want to put it in the same place, just like, farther back, because you can always, move it around. You can always move these pipe cleaners around, right? And then look, same thing. You first, to make sure it's secure, you need to twist, right? Just like 2 times, okay? And then, all right, there you go. And then the last one, right? I would put the last one, I would probably just put it on the body, okay? You could just put it on the body and then just wrap around and then twist 1 and then maybe twist 2, okay? And then you have an insect that can go into your bug habitat. Again, if you feel like your legs are too long, just cut a little bit of the tips off, right? And if you feel like here, like it's too heavy on the back and hey, mine doesn't stand, then flatten out the legs on the bottom. On the back legs, flatten those out. And then it'll probably, if you feel like it's top heavy, all right, you can move the legs around, play with it a little, and I promise it'll work out and you will be able to make it stand. All right, friends? Okay, look at your cool dragonflies. Oh my goodness. All right, friends, I hope you did amazing. I know you did, okay, as long as you tried your best. All right, and maybe send a picture of your dragonfly, of your pipe cleaner dragonfly to your teachers. Okay, bye, friends. You're amazing.